Welcome to BTI, that's Bible Training Institute. We open the scriptures every week, line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little and there a little. Study with us and learn how to know God as a close, intimate, and personal friend, and learn what is soon to come upon this world.
Volume 6 says, 154, teachers should lead students to just regurgitate what they heard. Is that what it says? No. Lead students to what? Now, does music make you think? It does. Not always the right way, but it makes you think. Teachers should lead students to think and clearly to understand the truth, not for the teacher, but for him what? Study to show thyself approved. 2 Timothy 2:15. It is not enough for the teacher to explain or for the student to believe. Someone says, well, I can't explain it, but I believe it. No, that's not enough. Inquiry must be awakened. That's why I ask you so many questions. Inquiry must be awakened, and the student must be what? So then I got to not let you sit there and not say anything. I got to draw it out. Have you answer. Hear you talk back. The student must be drawn out to state the truth, not in just the language of the teacher, but in his what? But it's got to be the truth of the thing. Thus making it evident that he sees its what? And makes the... So he moves from the principle unto the practice. And he says, I see how it applies to myself, my family, the world, the last days, what's happening right now. He sees it. And someone says, well, this can happen in 30 minutes. The worship of God becomes abominable without law. Now, you know, in the Bible, there's a prophecy called the abomination of desolation. An abomination of desolation that makes God leave his habitation, where the house becomes desolate. It has to do something with the removing of God's law. So now, my brothers and sisters, this is an abomination. So how could I make music an abomination? By thinking to change the law, therefore causing God to no longer find it attractive and leave that place. And it becomes hellish because God is not there. Then the devil comes in. Music is the art or orderly arrangement of sound in that does what? That expresses thoughts and feelings, which takes our emotions, through the elements of melody. What else? Harmony. And what else? Rhythm. All right. We talked about the anatomy of music. Now, how do we know that? Anybody who studies music knows this. Look at this now. This is a master class on music, not a person studying the Bible, a master class. It says music consists of a combination of 3 core elements: melody, harmony, and rhythm. We looked at this. Now, why do we need to break up music into the elements of melody, harmony, and rhythm? Why are we interested in doing that? What degree of emphasis? Look what it says. What is rhythm in music? Rhythm is the pattern of what? Sound. Silence. Now, you know, you ever read the book of Psalms and you heard the word Selah? You know what Selah means? Pause. It's saying pause the music. It's actually doing something that relates to rhythm. It's causing rest. Do you know that in music, and you put a note, there's something in a music, in the song sheet or the musical notes, that when a note is at rest. Now, talk to me. Listen. Oh. Now, what is the Sabbath? What is the Sabbath? Rest. Now, do you know that there's actually a music that corresponds to the mark of the beast?
If you were blessed by this study and would like to be a part of the BTI, that's Bible Training Institute, simply have your Bible pen and paper handy and check out our weekly studies by logging on to molministry.com/BTI. Also, tune in every Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the latest. Maranatha.